Hey, I just wanted to give a little tea with Tasha. I got a message about some questions about, a situation. So if you find yourself in a situation with a man and you kind of done already stepped in it, he playing with you, you done had a good time, and now he kind of doing a whole okey doke on you. He poured out his love for a while, and now he's sprinkling it, like sprinkle, sprinkle here. Everything is real. I'm busy. Messages here and there. He's not being consistent like he was. The best thing that you can do is just reciprocate the energy. If he ignoring you, ignore him, girl. Just ignore him. If he reach out, however many times he ignored you, let that many times go by before you respond back to him. Um, it ain't being petty. It's just reciprocated energy, because men lead, and if they lead you to a disastrous place, then man, let's go off the cliff together. Um, don't don't get so caught up in that experience that you had, because that was a gaslighting, love bombing kind of experience. It was just enough to wet your whistle, just enough to satiate you, to keep you on the line, to just keep your attention. Because what you're gonna think is that I'm a be whatever, and one day we gonna get back there, and I could tell you you're not gonna get back there, because back there was a fantasy. That was a pretend moment. It wasn't real, because if it was, it would continue. Men that want something with you will build. They will build on, okay, it was one day a week, now it's 2 dates a week, now it's playing time, it's consistent. They'll build. Only men build. Men that are just playing around, they in and out, because they got other things going on. They just wanted a little time, attention, for you to look at them and feel, all those giggly feelings, or whatever they wanted. But it's nothing real. And just remember what it is like, when you dealing with somebody and they hurt your feelings and disappointed you. Remember the disappointment. Don't remember those good times, because that's what the reality is, because you're going to have more disappointment, more disappointment, and more disappointment. What I would do is, when somebody had proven themselves to just be on some nonsense, I would put like a clown, or games, or like I would, in your contact would be game player, or a clown emoji, or whatever, because I would have to remind myself he don't want nothing, and that he just playing games. Like, remind yourself, like, his, instead of his name being whatever, it would be games and for eternity. Because that's what it is. Like, remind yourself every day. Don't remind yourself of the good time. The good time was an illusion. What you're experiencing on a regular basis is the reality of who he is and what he's going to do. um you just can't do that. Don't put yourself through it. And you need to be disciplined. Boundaries is about discipline. Boundaries is about continuing to keep them over and over and over again, because men are going to try your boundaries over and over, even the good ones, because they want to see where you stand, because they want to see what you're going to take. That's just the nature of men. And they understand pain and consequences. They don't understand giving them a second chance, and oh, you're gonna be the bigger person and all this other stuff. No, men understand pain. You cannot deal with a man the way you would deal with women, because we think, oh, he said he's sorry, he was busy, he gave me all these excuses. No, his actions speak. Men lead with their actions, not with their words. And if his actions said he not interested, and his actions said he flaky, then he flaky. And just let that be that. Don't go back on it. It's more where they came from. And he gave you a little taste of the good, and then he gave you a big dose of the bad, and he meant it. He really did. And so, be cautious. Sharpen your skills, as far as keeping your boundaries and saying no. And that's essentially how you're gonna keep yourself safe. Let them hang themselves. They will. If they don't want nothing, give them 5 or 6 weeks. The mask will come off. They'll get tired, irritated, whatever, because they'll see you not, going for the okey doke. Don't let them. And remind yourself who they are. Don't fantasize, oh, it was, that good time you had, because that was just, a good time for that period of time. And I will say that, the discipline that you need to be able to keep your boundaries, and to be able to, um, keep them and set them and be strong is the same discipline that you're going to need to deal with your life that you want after this, because dating is just the beginning, marriage, and then the life after that. You're going to need discipline and patience and dealing with bonus children and your husband and in your family, in the home, being stressed, and just having more responsibilities and more requirements. And it's gonna be a lot. Like, it's gonna be wonderful, but it's gonna be something to be reckoned with. And if you don't have the patience to deal with setting boundaries, and how you gonna have the patience to deal with setting boundaries with a house full of people or new in-laws and all that kind of stuff, like, you're gonna have to know exactly who you are and what you're dealing with, because it's not gonna always be the best, easy breezy. It's gonna be, some requirements, and you wanna, vet out people that aren't good for you. Don't don't do it, baby. Please don't. So keep your boundaries, stay firm, and don't let people play games. And then I had another person ask me about being scared and how it was a hard no, how I would internet date. And I'm like, girl, get out there. It's people out there that want to meet people. And part of the reason why is because, so say it's 10 men. And out of the 10 men, it's 2 good men, but it's 8 men that's playing games. And the thing about the 2 good men is the 2 good men are either in a relationship or heading towards another relationship. They don't take long breaks like how women do. We need a break. Girl, take you a week and pull yourself together and get back out there. Like, don't let nobody get you so jacked up that you can't, live and do you. If you want a relationship, then get you one. I'm sorry, my dog is out here with me. But, don't take long extended breaks, because you're just wasting time, really. You're just stopping the clock, and time don't wait for nobody. So say you got 2 good men. They're either in a relationship or they're heading towards one. The 8 men, on the other hand, they're juggling 3 women. So 8 times 3. And that's how we as women get so burned, because those men are coming in contact with a lot of women, whether they playing games on the phone. They got 3 to entertaining, and then they might have 2 more that they're auditioning, because one of these 2 might get tired of them and they need a replacement, because they just like variety, whatever it is that that's their cup of tea. So you can't just stop and not be involved in the process. I'm sorry, this is part of the process. You can't you can't change the game, the way the game is played, but you can change how you play it. And don't not try to open yourself up to the 2 good men because of these 8 ones, because there's a lot of them out there and they playing multiple games with multiple women. I'm telling you, they are. So, don't give up. And so one time I was seeing somebody and we was friends, and I asked him, I said, can I see your phone? Can I see what the other side looks like? So he let me see his phone for 15 minutes. Girl, I had a ball. I had changed the parameters. I was looking, I was going through profiles. I was like, oh my God. So I'm winning because so many women just had not put themselves together well enough to be presenting yourself online to men. Come on, put your best foot forward. And there were just so many women who, profiles didn't really say nothing, just wasn't just put together. And I'm like, girl, trust you me, it's a lot of women that are nervous and scared, but put yourself out there, because I can guarantee you are winning, baby. You are winning. And don't settle for the 8 that's playing around. Put yourself in position to find one of those 2 that's out there, because like I say, I could care less if people say, oh, it's no good men. It is a lot of good men out here. It is a lot of good men out here, and they just not as aggressive as the ones that aren't. The ones that aren't, man, they relentless and they nonsense of what they'll put you through, because it's what they do. It's just what they do. They enjoy it, unfortunately. So put yourself out there, have a good time. Don't be afraid, girl, please. Meet them in a public place and just have you some fun. I mean, it's really refreshing, because at the very least it's going to be entertaining. Please, it's going to be entertaining. So I hope you enjoy this video. So I will say, like the video, share the video, share with other people, let them know, hey, it's hope out here, and it's good men out here. Please, I tell you, it is. And I came across a lot of very good, solid men gainfully employed, loved God, just a lot of good solid men. They just weren't for me, but a lot of good solid men. So please do not think that there's no good men out here, and stop saying that. Say it's plenty good men, and I only need one. It ain't like you need 8 of them. You just need one. So like and share. Thank you for the encouragement and the positive feedback. I am so encouraged and blessed, and man, I'm having a good time. I am having a good time. I hope that somebody is being helped and encouraged, and man, get out there and do your thing. I love you. Until the next time.